Hey guys, good morning. So today we're doing the morning tour together. I wasn't looking at most of the flower buds yet, so let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. So I just want to walk through the collection and see if there's any flowers that are opening up, if there's something that needs to be done here. Sometimes you have flowers pressing against the window and that can... Oh, there's a flower. Wow, I haven't seen that one yet. Do you see it? There. I haven't seen this one yet. I gotta see what that kind of what cross that is. But that's almost certainly a misplant hybrid. I need that. I need that one. See, sometimes you miss a flower bud and it can happen that it like presses against the other plant and it drops. So you need to be aware of these kinds of things. Looking at the plants from all sides. This one will look great. This is a nice plant also to do a video. Because it's a nice representation of the species. This is classic Peruvianus. Yeah, here I need that pollen. It needs to move. It needs to move fast. Because I wanted to have it like weeks ago. And there's only one flower, so that is not good. Amun-Re, still not doing much. I just hope that it will start flowering with the heat that comes every year. I've seen that happening with these large hybrids, but it doesn't happen reliably. I've seen flowers from these, and they were good. One had a red flower, nice big red flower. Another one had a white flower with a purple throat, like with a purple ring at the center of the flower, and that one was nice too. I really liked that. I could do time lapse with this one. This is just looking great. But you know, my living room is full of cacti. Here's some of the stuff that I put on the top shelf, and that is a good spot for Lobivia. But you need to make sure that they are not drying out, that they are not getting like dried up. I water them all the time. Okay, so here, this is Yellow California. I will move that plant inside because this flower will open fast, like within the day. Last time the flower opened, it surprised me completely. It was just suddenly open. And then I did a time lapse with it, but I didn't have like most of the beginning. It just, something was missing. So we could do something with it this time, but same problem, there are just too many right now. I think this is from a cross with Pisac. Really nice body, I like this. Very similar to the ones that I've just shown you. Like the type of body and the type of spines. Oh, see? Yeah, this one we have seen already. I have shown you this one. I think it was the first big one that flowered. So we'll see how it does today. I mean, I would probably have to sort it out if it doesn't open up more widely. Yeah, but I'm glad that I moved the plant out of the rain just a few hours ago. I don't know, like this morning. I think I moved this plant in the greenhouse just this morning. And now it's still morning, so the flower opened so fast. I'm surprised how fast it opened. Well, I think that's it for now. In the other greenhouse I have Echinopsis glauca open. This is one of the Feathers hybrids. Wanted to move it out long time ago, but I forgot, so that one will go out. Here's something that needs to go out. But we have a terrible weather today. Yesterday evening they sent us like emergency notice. Had like a warning for the whole state. I wanted to show you this one. This one's a great one. This is a misplant hybrid with Orange California as father. I like the body. Think Echinopsis valida as father. Yeah, these will open tonight. And it will look great. Then here, this is Born to be Wild. And these will open like in a few hours, maybe in 5 hours. It's a beautiful species, and I grafted a few plants, but somehow only this one is flowering now. The big one had problems over winter. It had terminated when I stopped watering last year, and it took forever to bring it back. But yeah, now at least I have a little bit of pollen from it, because it's a useful species for Lobevia crosses. Sorry, a useful hybrid for Lobevia crosses. Yeah, so in here, I mean, this one's still open. Was open throughout the night. And the flower is super nice from the other side. Very good. Trying to just like judge if the crosses were successful that we did, but hard to tell from the distance. So many in here that will look amazing. These will open very soon, like tonight probably. So I need to move a few more plants so I can get there. To pollinate, to do nice photos and all. The Validus is flowering too there. Here's the fruit, like the flower and the ovum from the other side. I mean, doesn't look good, but the last time the pollination succeeded, it didn't look good either. This was like the fruit looked very thin, not many were pollinated. We might have to find the right parent for these. Yeah, this is Trichocereus santiaguensis. And it is hard to put this plant somewhere where you know it really belongs. But I love the body. This is a cool plant. I got this one like from eBay, I think. I bought a small piece, like fist size piece, and grafted it. And this is it now after maybe 6 years. First year was a little bit slow, but now it started to take off. And I just want to see the flower, you know. I want to take good photos of the flower. And the body looks great. This is a beautiful plant. On the first impression that I have from it, yeah, it reminds me a lot of, for example, Spachianus, you know, and also Telegonoides a little bit, Folianus, Echinopsis foliana. This could actually be something like Foliana. It will depend on whether it flowers from the tip. So I try to get flowers here, but so far nothing is visible. I do not think we will get them this year. Maybe next year. Oh, look at this. That's a pest. That's a red spider, I think. Yeah, usually they aren't the problem in the, like when you have water hitting the plants, but sometimes they are just there. So it can happen that they cause problems. But when your plants are hit like by water, by the elements, by air, they usually have a hard time causing any real problems. They are there, but that's it. Okay, so I was filming from here earlier, and it's just a nice flower. Let's have a look. Really good one. But now it's starting to close. So we'll definitely have to pollinate it soon. I have a Wurlitz hybrid inside the house. Something colorful like pink stripes. I could use that. We did similar crosses, but it's too early to tell if they succeeded or not. Also have super apricot, but it's only opening in the evening. That would be too late probably, when it's already starting to close. I try to do the pollinations early, because when the flower opens, the success rate is highest. It just at its, like usually when everything is ripe and all, it's at the height of expecting pollen, you know? That's why it's opening up. Yeah, let's see what we have. Here's another update of this one, and it really seems like we are getting so many different fruits. This is awesome. I really love it. It's not a problem, but I need to water more. This plant needs a lot of water now. That's why I said in the beginning of the season, we need to make sure that the plants are well fed, completely well hydrated when the fruit thing starts, when the flowering starts. Because now, if you would now have a somewhat dehydrated plant, it would lose even more substance long term. Holy moly, they could make like a spider horror movie here. Arachnophobia 2. Also have this one open. Not sure if we can use it. It's Lobivia multi-hybrid with Trichocereus. It could work, but probably not. This is Echinocereus. Looking forward to seeing these. Hopefully soon. Arboricola hybrids. This is a Hildewintera Echinopsis hybrid, and it needs to be repotted. So here's the time-lapse thing that I've set up. This is Dessau crossed with Cantora Gelb. And this is a hybrid, I think it's called Pretty Baby, something like that. But I'm not sure. I need to look at the label. This is a plant that was gifted to me. Yeah, and overall, it's looking decent. The one on the left is Super Apricot. Yeah, Hildewintera. All kinds of multi-hybrids. The one on the right, that's Flying Dragon. That's a Flying Dragon hybrid. This is a Acacia on the left. 2 Acacia hybrids. Yeah, and that's the situation right now. 2 have opened. And overall, I'd say most will open tonight. The stuff that's left. And I do not want to add anything to it, because this was already too big. I feel like it will look amazing, like an epic video, but it's still too big. Like, it takes 3 days to film, so this is a lot of work. Yeah, so that's the situation in the time-lapse room. I do not think I will do like a big one like this again. So I don't think I will do a big time-lapse like that again. It's just too time. It requests so much time, and it doesn't allow a lot of room for error. I want to experiment. I want to try around with single flowers and all. So the next time I would just focus on one plant, I think. 1 or 2 at the most. I do not want to have these huge projects that take 3 days and 3 nights to film. But it will look amazing. I looked at the first recorded video, and so far this thing is already running for 2 days, you know. Just recording the flower buds. And 3 flowers are open now. 1 I had to take out. because it was too early, and the rest will probably open tonight. At least most of the ones in the center, the ones at the lower, the big ones that are in front, they might need another day. But I'm happy to wait that long. At this point, it doesn't matter anymore. We will film this thing through, and afterwards, we will focus on smaller stuff. And it will also depend on how liked the video is. You know, when you make a video that takes 3 days and 3 nights to film, people better like it. It better be good, you know? Yeah, so this one here, I still haven't sorted out. I just like the body, but I need to sort it out. Waiting for the second flower, so I can finally say, okay, this will be the flower that it has. That's a lot of contrast. Very good contrast. Want to show you the seedlings. These are stressed seedlings. Were completely sun stressed. They were all red. So I moved them outside the sun. And I'm spraying them daily. And they look great. I mean, compared to how they looked just 2 weeks ago. So at some point we will repot these in the Mastery series. But I also want to post repotting of seedlings on the normal channel too. I want to show how I repot them after this phase, where they are very sensitive to rot, and at a certain point it's better to take them out of the soil and put them into something that has a better drainage, something like this. But you need to water them when they are in this. Here's stuff that I already sorted out. This is orange candy. It's a self-fertile hybrid, and I cannot use that. This is, I mean, you could use it, of course. It produces fruit on its own, which is a great trait. I have had it in the shop, like seeds of it at some point. Because, I mean, if you plant out a plant like this and it's full of fruit, that's a good thing, you know. But where I live, I cannot plant it out. So, yeah, this is Maasrote. I wait for 4 or 5 years for it to flower now, and now it's going. This is the yellow, I think, Schaffery hybrid. I just can't keep it because it's too similar to the parents, to the father. And this one has a nice body, but the flower wasn't great either. Over here, I put up another Echinocereus pot with hybrids. Maybe we can see flowers soon. This one has huge flowers, but in regards to the color, it's a little bit disappointing. This is Sörensia formosa rosarioana. Some kind of, like, I don't know, it's not Formosa. It's a different species. In my opinion, this is maybe influenced by Sörensia huasha. Just a different kind of body, flowers a little bit earlier, is a little bit more slender, that kind of stuff. In comparison, Sörensia formosa, you know, this is a big thing. Or here, I mean, here, I'm looking forward being able to use the pollen here. This is a good hybrid. Huge flowers. Lobivia winteriana. I urgently need that. This is a good, beautiful flower of Lobivia winteriana. I have a few, and this is the most beautiful one, you know. Here's another one, and it was so sick, this plant, and I put it in full sun, and now it's instantly recovered. Some of these Lobivia just need full sun. It's just a sun-loving kind of group of plants. Just so we have a flower bud there. This is one of my own hybrids, and it's from the feathers hybrids, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but from the way the body looks, it must be one. So I'm taking it out. I want to see it. Tersheki. Really nice spines, I like that. At some point I will plant these out. I'm not sure how. Maybe we will build a huge greenhouse where they can just grow. Stuff like that. This is Tulhuaya, Kansas. Needs a new pot too. And I might take it out now, like this month. I want to give it a big pot and want to put it in, like, straight in front of the window. Best spot in the greenhouse, and that must lead to flowering. This is the Validus. The rooted tip that I took off, it fell on me like a little bear, like a little black bear. It was so heavy. We could get flowers, but I'm not sure. Probably not. König Ludwig. Pretty weird plant, in my opinion. Also with the variegation. Like Amun-Re. Here's one from Chile. I want to work more with these. It's an interesting body that could be great for hybrid breeding. Over here is a plant that I've been pushing, and it seems like we succeeded at that. Some flowers will be late in the season. Yeah. Flowers okay. Nice color and all, but I don't know. We just need our space for the crazy stuff. Oh, I almost missed this. Yeah, Hildewintera. Check it out. This year I want to buy more of these hanging basket pots, and then we will put more up. In this greenhouse we will have the medium-sized plants, and there will be 2 of these per row here. And yeah, that will look great. It will take away the light, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you see how much flowering we have here, even without excessive light now. But we will get to the point where the trees will be cut back again. These need to go. All. Really all. Everything that's here needs to go, because otherwise I get a forest here, and I can't have a forest. It's already a forest somehow, you know. So this needs to go. These are Robinia. Same one that fell over at the back. There. This was pretty close to the greenhouse. We had so bad rainfall that it just fell over. Probably the weight of the water broke it. What a terrible weed. Terrible pest tree. Be gone. Yeah, and these will go to everything that isn't the oaks. The oaks will stay, but everything else needs to go here. Yeah, it always draws me back to this flower. We could use the one, like that hybrid that looked like pink stripes that I've shown you inside on the time lapse. We could use the pollen of that one, or we could wait. Like, risk it, wait it out, maybe another 10 hours. Yeah, but I'm a little bit worried. By the way, look at this flower mutation. This looks a bit like flying saucer. Flying saucer does that a lot. These weird shaped petals here, like feathers. Okay. I think I gotta stop now. Going inside. Taking a break. Uploading videos and all. And later I wanna walk around the collection and look for a cross. I know I have sewn out some, I think it was a Huaratsensis cross.
And I've seen the first seedling from it today, like from another breeder. And yeah, I need to find them because I'm sure I lost the label, but pretty sure I can find the body that I've seen. It's very similar to this. Slugs are out of control here again. Yeah, but unfortunately I cannot move everything inside. Sarwellen here. Not doing much. This year all of these large ones flowerless. So these look pretty good. This is Wurzel hybrid from Wörlitz Cantora Gelb. Okay, so this sucks. I need to cut this. Yeah, no problem. Tip can be saved. But this needs to go. We will take this off later. Oh, nice. This is a hybrid between Lobivia winteriana and Echinopsis subdenudata. This one has a decent flower. We will repot it right away. This is Lobivia Sylvia, opening later today. And I feel like there might be more of these Lobivia flowering somewhere. But when you have a lot of plants, you sometimes only see it pretty late. So we will try to find whatever is flowering so we know what we can use for breeding today. And in the next days I will set up a camera and then we'll take down this one. This one will be moved. These need to be taken down again because right now is the time to cut. It will reach the roof maybe in 3 months, the other one. And it's just too tall. Need to cut them back again. And here's the stuff for repotting, which we will do too. We will put together a nice soil mix, but I still haven't gotten the pumice. Here's a nice one. I see potential in this guy's body. This is a plant I got from eBay and it looked great. So potting it up soon. This one here, this is a nice hybrid, but it has gotten so big that it gets difficult to keep it. But on the other hand, I also do not want to having to carry this thing around. This is a Telegonoides hybrid with reddish flowers. The color is super nice, but the size is small. Yeah, but I do not see myself carrying this big plant out of the pot and all, so maybe it will stay just because it has gotten too big to move it. Maybe at some point we will take a tip cutting and then you can do more. Okay. This is Grandiflora. Gotta start moving some of the plants with the flower buds from here, because the slugs might eat them. I do not trust them. See, there's a good example. Here's an old flower. And slugs can sometimes rip it down. But there are so many, you remove them and you have 5 others there with the constant rain. I like this one. Check out the body. This is just a seedling that I repotted. Love how it came out. Sometimes you gotta give your plants like the most like boring looking seedlings. When you give them a good spot, they can sometimes bring out like amazing traits. But this is pretty nice, right? I mean, we could also use the Hildewintera pollen on the Echinopsis glauca. Intergeneric hybrid and all. It might work. Some of these have worked out. I consider it. It's way up on the list of options right now. So here's one of my propagation stocks from Amun-Re. I had actually grafted on it. I had so many, I had propagated so many. And yeah, I've given away so many that I ended up just grafting on the rest. And yeah, I saw the error in my ways and now we're letting them pop again. This is TPM crossed with Sally, and the flower that we've seen on the other side looks very similar. Like the body looks very similar. I think we could have a TPM crossed with Sally that is flowering. This one here. The variegated one had completely terminated, and now we brought it back. It continues to grow. It still has scars, but the plant had actually terminated earlier. It looked like hell. So I'm very happy that we got it back to how it looks now. Same here. You can still see the marks where it had terminated. So many of them at the same time. Here too. This was the same time. Yeah, well, that's the situation right now. I'm waiting for the flowers to open. I'm waiting to find so I can finally get some real work here. I want to film the reels and all. It's just a lot of fun when you finally have something to show after a long winter and after like where the plants looked a little rough in the beginning, you know. We had to overcome a lot of hurdles in the beginning. Last year I stopped watering in summer and didn't water until late autumn, and it causes problems all the time when you do it like that. So don't do it. Don't be like me and get like divorced and all, you know. But yeah, and I want to end the video with a little fruit update. I'm not sure if we have it in the video already, so I'm just doing it again in case it's in. So these two have succeeded. One failed here, which is a good sign that it's not a self-fertile hybrid, that we're actually making hybrid crosses. And there at the bottom, this one has worked too. Loxanthinopsis hybrid by Vesna, 41 2013. And of course the fruit on Bamboy. That is amazing. This one here. I think we picked exactly the right father for Bamboy, because I know these plants. I know the type of hybrid and that this is. Everything that involves Telegonoides has a unique look to it, and the flowers too. They open like the flower took 2 or 3 days to fully open. It is a gigantic flower. So I picked. I think Ulf Meerbold was the father, if I remember correctly, and that is just a Telegonoides hybrid too, and they match. You can see it there, that it like instantly worked out. With the other flower buds, maybe we will do a little bit more risky crosses with 1 or 2, but I also want to use another Telegonoides at least for one of the 4 that we're getting. When you're a cactus breeder, you get dirty hands all the time, unfortunately. So yeah, pretty good day so far. Here's another one. Also fruit. I mean, most of the crosses that we did so far succeeded. Very happy about that. About the seeds, I'm not sure how to solve this. I want to reward my loyal supporters from like that went with me everywhere, that supported me from the beginning, like when I was just posting like poor plants, you know, and to now. And I want to give back also with the seeds, and I want to donate them, or a large part of them, every year. But there has to be a system that works out. So I cannot ship all that. You know, you have to label every plant, every bag and all. You have to send at least 20 letters. And I just do not have the time for that right now. So there has to be some system where the donated seeds get to the people, but I haven't figured that out yet. The moment we figure something out, I will donate my crosses every year. I also probably donate to the AG Echinopsis work group, but I haven't fully decided yet if I want to continue or not. But there's a good chance they will go there too. yeah, and I tried to do that in the past. You know, where we picked a few people who got seeds to send them around, and I usually haven't heard back from them, or just very limited. I mean, you hear back, and I'm sure they grow something from it, but it isn't what like the distribution that I wanted to do, where like someone, I don't know, makes 20 like bags of seeds, splits it up in 20 bags of seeds, and ships it around around the world. That is the idea that I have with these. They are all flower hybrids, nothing dodgy, you know, just cactus flower, amazing cactus flowers. So they deserve to be grown, but I haven't figured out how we will solve it. But if there's a way, I will donate my seeds. I want to support my loyal customers that kept me floating while I was really, really having issues. And yeah, so there will be a solution for that, but right now I cannot tell you which one.